You don't have to be a claustrophobic sociopath to hate elevators. The worst thing about them is the same reason public transport sucks. You have to stop constantly to let other people on. There are two types of people: those who accept waiting as the elevator stops on every floor, and those who refuse to play by the rules. And this story is for those who refuse. For those who won't let strangers with luggage and poor time management dictate their fate. You're not just going to ride the elevator, you're going to own it. Welcome to the psychology of elevator hacking. Let's start with why elevators are so annoying. Elevators aren't just machines, they're social torture chambers. They force you to stop, to wait, to breathe the same dusty air as 10 strangers. They remind you that you're not in control. And in a society where control is the last thing we have left, that's the ultimate violation. But there are loopholes. And today we're going to show you them. Express service. Many elevators have a secret express mode that lets you override everyone else and go straight to your floor. Not everyone knows about it, and maybe that's for the best, but now you know. And that's power. The trick is simple. Press the door close button and your floor button at the same time. But keep in mind, this only works on some elevators, not all. The elevator, which is really just a humble, obedient digital beast, will now understand. This person means business. You'll feel like the master of the machine, while the other passengers look confused as the elevator suddenly refuses to obey their commands. And in that moment, you'll feel it, the taste of authority. This works best on Otis or Dover elevators, though some joy-killing janitor may have disabled the feature. Some newer models have removed it because people like you abused it. But old machines still listen if you know what you're doing. And if not, that brings us to the next part. When you press the wrong button, maybe you've been there, you're stressed, you hit the wrong floor, or someone else has hit every floor. Floor after floor, your panic rises. But did you know that some elevators let you cancel everything with a single swipe? This isn't science fiction, just poorly documented technology. Some elevators have static sensitive buttons. You only need to gently swipe your finger across them to activate them. If you've pressed the wrong button, or if too many are lit from others, you can override the system by sweeping your hand or sleeve across the entire panel. The machine will interpret it as a reset and turn off all the lights. Then you can calmly press the floor you want and go there uninterrupted. In many elevators with pressable buttons, you can simply press the same button again and hold it down if you made a mistake. This activates the elevator's stuck button safety protocol, designed to prevent the system from stopping on a floor where a button has jammed. This is the softest form of power, the silent rebellion. But if that doesn't work, well, then you can do something far more destructive. In some elevators, especially older ones with mechanical buttons, you can activate what professionals call the button is stuck protocol. Press the same button again and again, not like a deranged monkey, but methodically. Press, hold, release, press again. The elevator will think, this button must be broken. And then it happens. The elevator refuses to go to that floor. It deletes the entire command. You've just erased your tracks. You're a digital ghost. You were here, and now you never were. The emergency brake. This trick takes more than a swipe or a button press. It takes guts or deep disregard for your own safety. Let's say you're stuck in an elevator. You need to reach the top floor, but you can't wait. What do? Try this only if you're okay with being trapped between floors for a few hours while rescue teams scramble to find you. When you jump up and down hard enough in a moving elevator, sensors pick up the sudden jolts from your chaotic enthusiasm and indifference to personal safety. The elevator concludes the cable may have snapped and slams the brakes. Look up and brace as your small intestine slaps against the ceiling. You get exactly what you wanted. No more stops, no more people, no more interruptions, just you and maybe 3 hours of panic before someone finds you. But was it worth it? If you asked yourself that before you jumped, the answer was probably yes. What this is really about. This isn't about saving 20 seconds or getting to the office a little faster. This is about autonomy. The elevator is a miniature version of society, a place where everyone's expected to wait, smile, go with the flow, and sometimes push a button and accept their fate. But there are always a few people who ask, what if I press all the buttons? What if I refuse to stop? What if I jump? These are the same people who challenge more than just elevators. They challenge the system. And maybe, just maybe, they're the ones who should design the next generation of control panels. Now let's see what we got here. The express trick, press your floor and the door close button at the same time. The reset swipe. Swipe your finger across the buttons to cancel all inputs. The button hack, press and hold to trigger button stuck mode. The emergency brake, jump, only if you really, really mean it. Next time you're in an elevator and can't bear another stop, don't see the buttons as limits, see them as doors. Some may be unlocked, others require a little trick. But all of them are waiting for one thing, for someone to dare to press differently. Press with intent.